This is Reality Dispatch, written by Jim Minns.
I should have been more attentive. I should have been more awake in the daylight hours. I put career before family. That's what Rod said, and he was right. I fought him tooth and nail to get everything, including the kids. But for what? I never paid them any attention. I made enough money to house them, to feed them. The rest was up to them. That's the way my mother raised me. That's the way I was to raise Gloria and Nadine. That's the way I did raise them. Self-reliance. I guess I noticed about halfway through grade 11. Gloria was on the eve of her 17th birthday, but she hadn't aged. It was as if time stood still. I sensed she was still her small, slight little self. I didn't see this as an issue until one day her old friend Amanda came over to drop off a soccer outfit. Gloria was joining the team, playing midfield, and her family had a spare uniform. I answered the door on a Thursday evening, and here she was, this huge middle grade girl, all towering over me. Gloria came to the door and stood a foot beneath us. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to embarrass my baby girl, but what happened? Why was she so tiny? I called the school. They either didn't know or didn't want to know. Everything checked out. Her attendance was exemplary. No one knew anything. No emotional problems to note. She handed in her assignments on time. She was generally well behaved. She wasn't genius material, but nothing to complain about. She was an average student, a model student. They were happy to have her as a student at Carl Borkham High. I mean, that line sounded rehearsed to me. I mean, what were they hiding? Something seemed off. Before Rod and I split, Gloria was the first in her class in everything. English, maths, the tennis quad, track and field. There wasn't anything she applied herself to that she couldn't conquer. She was the first freshman to edit the school newspaper and received plaudits for her ability to manage the printing, editorial, canvas, students' participation, and keep the entire production on time and under budget while still maintaining all A's in her electives. The principal called us in for a meeting on a potential transfer or a secondment to another school, an advanced school. Perhaps Gloria would be better served in another grade or two, a higher grade, the principal said to us at the time. I mean, did this have something to do with her size? I mean, was it because she still looked like she was 11 when all of her friends looked like they sounded like pre-adults? It all didn't make sense. So I stayed up one night. I wanted to speak to her. I was afraid to broach the subject. She had never raised any concerns. The night clicked on and Dean was 8 years old. She was almost shoulder to shoulder with her older sister, who was a decade older. Honey, is something going on you want to talk about? I didn't say that to her. I was just rehearsing, but I let her carry herself off to bed. I knew she was a light sleeper, always calling out for a glass of water or this or that or the other. At least she used to when she was little, maybe not anymore. Actually, come to think of it, I never heard from her at all in the after hours. And why was that? I went to check on her in the room and the door was closed. Since when does she close her door at night? I went to knock and thought better of it. I mean, this is my house. I don't need to knock on my daughter's bedroom door. I turned the handle and felt the cold breeze over me as I opened the window. The open window, the curtains flapping in the breeze. Her bed was made. Her room was empty. She had gone. She had left. Just like she had done the other night. That's right. I remember. I had checked on her earlier in the night, a week ago. Only I'd forgotten. Why did I forget that? How could I forget such a thing? My daughter goes missing in the middle of the night and I just forget? What is wrong with me? A speck on the horizon and I look further into the hills, that line in the neighbourhood. Something is floating, edging closer towards the house, towards Gloria's bedroom. It's not a bird, too big. It's flying too low and too elegantly to be a bird. Or a bat. Am I dreaming? I don't think so. It's Gloria. Her face becomes unmistakable the closer she gets. She is within range of the window and her body floats in like a cloud. I drop to the floor in fear. She had blood all over her mouth, down her t-shirt. She is wearing ripped jeans and Converse sneakers. I don't remember buying her these clothes. Mother, again? She says, visibly annoyed. Gloria, where have you been? What has happened to you is all I can say. She floats down to me. She holds my head in her hands and stares deep in my eyes. Her razor blade teeth retract and she talks with a normal set of pearly whites once again. Mother, I do not want you to do this every single time you catch me, okay? You must forget this. You didn't say anything. You didn't see anything. I am still your little girl, okay? I nod. I want to obey her. She has convinced me. I am not flying at night. I am an average student who goes to school every day. You will not enter my room any night of the week. You will not wake me for school during the day. You will leave me be. I will call on you when I need you, not vice versa. And with that, she lets me go. I think about what she says for a minute, and then it's gone, like a puff of smoke. I wake up at 6:15 because I have a breakfast meeting with the Cincinnati crew. Nadine wants a ride to school, but I tell her to hurry because the account rests with me. I've got to be there on time. We decide to leave Gloria. She can make her own way to school. She's old enough. I yell out my goodbyes to her as we leave through the garage, but they're met with silence. To be young, I say to myself.
For more stories of fact-based fiction, head to jimmins.substack.com.